Ladies and gentlemen, you are all aware at this point, and if you're not, the brand new DLC coming December 10th is a Michael DLC. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? This is the best news we've had, and honestly, it feels like just the best thing to happen to GTA Online in years. For the past couple years, the DLCs, they've been good, we've enjoyed them, some of them smaller than others. This one is a big DLC. Not only are we getting mansions, which I know how much they're going to cost, we're going to go over here in a minute, but they're so customizable. They're tying in with a lot of your businesses. The new AI is going to help your businesses, and there's new missions. Michael is back. We're going to be doing missions with Michael. It's huge. Now, I did a video earlier today, this one you can see on screen right here. That was a full information breakdown. So that will be linked in the description down below if you want to watch all of the information that we've got so far. After this video, click on that one and you'll be able to see the information breakdown. This video is a trailer breakdown. So the last one was an information breakdown. This is a visual breakdown. We're going to go through the trailer, showcase things that we may have missed, and then we're going to go through all of these new images. We've got a lot of new images. We're going to dissect all of them here today. And then make sure you subscribe with notifications on, because the video of how much you'll need is going to be coming out later today. Anyway, let's jump into it. All right, guys, like I say, we're going to be doing a full trailer breakdown right here together. Just going bit by bit, showcasing everything in this trailer and what we may have missed. So obviously, this is one of the new mansions. We've seen this one in the trailer already, so let's just go quickly through this part until we get some juicy bits. Right here, we have the yoga on top of the roof. We've seen this in pictures as well, but something we didn't see was that little fella down there. Pets! That is right, ladies and gentlemen, we're bloody getting pets. We've seen this one, we've seen the one in the picture as well, which we'll go over here in a minute. But this is great news. Now, we don't know at this point. We can assume that these are all going to be upgrades and modifications, and I mentioned earlier we know the prices of these mansions now. As we've seen from all this information, and we're going to dissect in here, they haven't said this is how much the mansions are going to cost. But we think we know the answer to that now, and let me explain to you why. So Rockstar Games, as a thank you to GTA creators and fan accounts, they are going to be giving like a $20 million lump sum towards the purchase of their first brand new mansion. And it doesn't say towards, it says 20 million for your brand new mansion. So there's 3 mansions in total, and I want to say, just transparency, I have not been reached out to from Rockstar Games. I am a GTA creator. I don't know how to get on that mailing list. If you're a fan account or a creator, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But there is 3 mansions in total, and these mansions, I would assume you're going to be able to buy one of them. I don't think we're going to be able to buy all 3, and I don't think you would want to. They're all pretty close to each other, and they're all the exact same thing by the looks of it. It just depends on what location you want to be in. So owning all 3, unless you have billions of dollars, doesn't seem to make sense to me, because they're all very expensive and they all do the same thing. But anyway, there's that little bit of info here for you. But let's continue on here. Let's break this down. So we have our little doggo there just chilling out while these guys are doing yoga. Now, the interesting thing is that we're going to get to here in a second is the gym, but we'll wait till we get to it. So anyway, here's another view with your dog outside. It'd be cool if the dog just follows you around. You know what I mean? I want this dog to follow me around my bloody mansion. But we have a helipad right there. That could be the only helipad, right? But I feel like the first trailer, it didn't look like there was a helipad there. Or it looked like it was coming from a different angle and you couldn't see one. Maybe it's going to be customizable so you can choose where you want it to go. Like down here, like right beneath me where that fire pit is. Maybe that can be a location it is. Or maybe it is just this one. We don't know that for certain. But at least we know on the roof, we have a little bit of grass here and a helipad. Then as we move on, this is Michael, man. He's bloody back and he's here with Amanda with her blonde hair. So you can see here, bringing a bottle of champagne. Now, we know, we can assume from this trailer and the way it's laid out that the character in the green right here is you. So obviously it won't be the green. It'll be whatever it is that your character's wearing. Looks like this is your house and they come over. But interestingly, you don't need to buy one of these mansions in order to be able to start up these missions. So that would be where it would confuse me, because obviously this is one of the new mansions we're in right now. And Michael's coming over to the mansion. So it'll be interesting to see, if we don't own a mansion, how this plays out. Do we just go here to visit? Who knows? But anyway, here's Michael and Amanda. And then as we move on right here. Dude, I am so excited. This is the best DLC. This is probably the big final hurrah, right? that they thought the GTA 6 was coming out in May. So this was like the final hurrah. I'm not saying we're not going to get any more DLCs. I do think we will. But I think this is the final big one. I think this is the final hurrah. It's wrapping it all up. Michael's in it. This is what we've been asking for and hoping for so long. Now, does that mean that they're going to stop making DLCs when 6 comes out? Not necessarily. But I do think when 6 comes out, people think they're going to continue to want to play this game. But I think once we've seen what 6 is like with its graphics and stories and everything, I don't think we'll come back. But I'm not saying they're not going to give us DLCs. But this is the biggest DLC we've had the past 3 years. And it's the biggest DLC that I think we're going to get in a while. But anyway, let's continue on right here. So there's a character once again looking around. Look at the artwork on the bloody walls, man. And then you may have missed that. But if we go back kind of similarly, you see right beneath me, you actually can't see it because my camera's in the way. You see this right? No, it's here. You see this thing right here on the wall. This is like Jarvis. This is your AI. This is the thing that you're going to be able to talk to, and it's going to be able to help us out with our businesses. It's our own personal assistant, so it'll be able to maybe grab cars for us. Hopefully, it'll be able to like get loot and things, or not loot, but cash from our wall safes, but I don't know about that. Or maybe it'll be able to send our people off at our special cargo warehouses to source cargo. We don't have that information yet. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know. If not, we'll find out the day it arrives. But then as we go through here, you can see it once again. So when you can actually hear this, I'm sure you guys have heard the trailer, but he's talking right now, your AI assistant, saying he's here to support you in business and your personal endeavors. So this is going to be something that's brand new and very interesting. I'm sure, like I'm going to say a lot in this, a lot of things that are coming into GTA, for the past 2 years I've been saying this, are things they're testing for GTA 6. So they're going to see how things work, see how people react to it, see if it's good or bad, and just try and implement it into the game just so they can get instant live feedback. GTA 5 Online right now is a GTA 6 playtest. It really is. But anyway, this is going to be sick, and I can't wait to see what this is all about. But this is our new office as well. And then on the screen down there that you guys can see, it's kind of like the central business terminal that we have in our Terabyte and we have in our arcade. We can now see it here in our office. Now, obviously in the arcade, it's this big, massive thing. Now it's new and improved, and it's just in one of your PC monitors. But you can see on it, it has like the Coke lockup, it has the weed farms, it has your nightclub, it has all of this stuff. So you're going to be able to just use it just like we do the other central business terminals. You can use it from here. Now, I'm sure this is going to be an upgrade and modification. So if these mansions are 20 million, all of these upgrades and modifications are going to cost millions. We don't know what's going to be included just yet, or what we're going to have to pay for upgrades. We have an idea, which we'll get to here in a second, some of the upgrades. But that's going to be good. To be able to just do all of this from the mansion is going to be sick. All right, so let's go through this here a little bit. Now, this could confuse some people. You may think, oh, a new heist. Not saying we're not getting a new heist, but I don't think this is a new heist. As we'll see later today, you can, or later in this video, you can purchase an upgrade to your house, which is a secure vault. So I'm assuming this is the secure vault, and we'll see it again here in a second later on in the video. But this, I'm assuming, is in the basement of your mansion, where it's just a secure vault. So you know how your CEO office has all the cash and stuff all around? People don't even like that. Maybe that's going to now empty from your office, and it's going to be sitting inside of here. So you'll see all the cash and TVs and stuff instead of in your CEO office. But that is what this is. It's a vault that you can purchase for your mansion. Anyway, as we continue on, you can see a little bit more inside of here. Just your typical vault. Lots of cash. I don't think anything else is in there. Nope. You can see here a close-up version of all this cash inside of this vault. Oh, man. Now, this is the armory. So this is the new armory. Now, we don't know at this point. We know we can get the armory in our mansion. We don't know if it's an if, or you can get both, or an or type of thing. Like, can you get the armory and the auto shop, which is going to be an auto shop? Do you get both, or do you have to choose one or the other? We'll get to that more here in a second later on in the video. But this is an armory, and in order to own the armory in your mansion, you do have to own an agency. If you have an agency, you'll be able to put this in there. Same thing, which we'll talk about here in a second, is the arcade. But as we continue on through here, oh man, I'm so excited. So this is the garage, the first look at the garage. We do have some more pictures later on too. This is the new FMJ Mark V. Now there is also, they said, multiple new HSW vehicles. We don't know. I'm sure there's going to be multiple new vehicles that we can do HSW to, and most likely some older vehicles that we're going to be able to upgrade to HSW. I'd love to know in the comment section down below what cars that we currently have that you would like to see HSW. For me, my number one would be the Dubachi Champion. I think that car needs an HSW upgrade, I thought it was going to be my favorite car in the game because I think it's beautiful. I love the Aston Martin that it's based off in real life, but I always felt it was a bit too sluggish and it needed an HSW. So that's for me, top of my list. But what's yours? Let me know in the comment section down below. But as far as this garage is concerned, you can see along here, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm assuming 10 cars on one side, 10 cars on the other. So I would say at least a 20 car garage. Now this could be multiple levels, but we know I would say at least a 20 car garage right here. All right, so we have this as a new car. It looks like the car behind it too. The blue one is a new car. The one to the left of that is a new car. The left of that looks to be a new car. I don't know if all of these are new cars, but those ones definitely. The one that's all the way down in the back, you see this one down here with the red on it, kind of looks like the Ferrari per Sangue, which I was hoping they would bring, but you really can't tell from this, to be completely honest with you. But anyway, let's continue right here. And that green car that was right behind, you see that? That's a new car too. Is it based off of the Ferrari Daytona, I think? Maybe not. I'm not as versed with the older models. You guys can let us know in the comment section down below. Here's another look of the Mark V FMJ based off of the Ford GT, looking absolutely sick. And then here, so I mentioned earlier, if you want the armory in your mansion, you need to own an agency. And this isn't your arcade, this is in your mansion. If you want to own this in your mansion, you need to own an arcade. So just FYI, it's kind of cool. I don't know if we'll be able to make money from it. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We do know that this owning this mansion and all of the, well, Jarvis and all of these things from the info video I did, it is going to boost your other businesses. So maybe this will help boost your arcade. Anyway, let's continue on right here. And it looks sick, by the way. Can we agree that this looks sick? Anyway, let's move on. We have the backyard. Again, I think the jacuzzi may be an upgraded modification. Maybe the pool, maybe we know you can change things around. Maybe the pool deck you can customize. Maybe you can have a jacuzzi and not have a jacuzzi, and it'll just cost a bit more money. And you can also see in the distance, there's quite a lot of cars parked outside on the street up in that top left corner. Maybe you're having a house party and they're all parked on the street. Who knows, but they don't seem to be moving. They're just kind of parked up there. So anyway, that's your backyard with a jacuzzi. And I do love the water feature. You see that water feature that's right here? And it kind of just comes all the way down. Beautiful. Beautiful, if you ask me. All right, here we are in your mansion again. Looks like a little dining room table. Now, this looks like Michael. It definitely looks like Michael. He looks a bit more buff, and his hair doesn't look grey in this one. Like we've seen, he looks younger here. We don't know if it is Michael. I did a live stream. A lot of you guys said it is Michael. So it could be Michael. We could be doing like a planning board type thing here. One of the missions. You can see the bar in the background right here. And then on the wall over here, there's that Jarvis AI thing as well. So it's definitely going to be a smart house. And then there's a guy in the background right here. This globe, it's like a liquor cabinet, I believe, where you can open it up and it's got liquor and stuff in it. But anyway, let's continue on. Art piece. I mean, this is just one of those rooms that I don't think we're going to really use. Maybe it'll be more customizable. Maybe we can choose what art piece we want in the middle of it here. But you can see that's what it is. And you see that sliding glass door right there in the background, opening and closing. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Anyway, let's continue on. This isn't your nightclub. This is inside of your mansion. It's gonna, again, this could be an upgraded modification that you're gonna have to pay for to have like a dance floor and stuff in it. Who knows what people are gonna want to put in there and customize. Maybe it's a one or the other type thing, you know? So then we have Avi. If you guys don't know Avi, he is a hacker that worked with Lester and on the heists as well. So he's back. So do we think this is going to be a heist? We have Avi here who worked on the heist in GTA Story Mode, which makes me believe we're doing a heist, baby. And he's a very paranoid person. So he's a kind of cool character. It's a minor role in the game. And he lives on a small island off of the coast. So I'm assuming that's why we're on a boat right here. And it wasn't Story Mode, was it? It was the Pacific Standard heists, like the OG heists. We had to ride like the sea shark things to one of the islands to take out some government agents. He's also part of like the Diamond Casino heists as a hacker. But either way, he's back. Let's continue on right here. Maybe like a Tommy Versace, like kind of Vice City style shirt here, possibly. And here we are on the boat again. Is that off the coast of his island? Not sure. But anyway, there's our character. I don't know what they're looking at, but we're bloody looking at something. Okay, so they have said we're getting new police vehicles as well. So that's interesting. And then we have the three new cars here. We have the FMJ Mark V. We have the Ferrari or Grotti. And then we have the Fiesta, which is the new, I believe that's an electric supercar, which we'll see pictures of here in a second. But they all look sick. Going through a race right there. Once again, this looks like a nightclub. I believe this is inside of our mansion. And then this is interesting because we have the central business terminal as we saw on our PC monitor. What is this? Do we think this is kind of like the Like the penthouse suites where you can set up your missions and stuff in there. Is this going to be in our mansion where we set up heists? A new bloody heist? We don't know exactly what these missions are going to be yet, but I can assume it's like one final hurrah for Michael. Maybe it's one final heist. Who knows? But anyway, this is some sort of like data center room, which it could be setting up a heist. I'm trying to see if there's any details on these screens right there. If we go back, I mean, this is clearly, you know, I would say GTA Online, right? The mountains. Same for this right here up near Fort Zancudo. And then right here in the middle. Funnily enough, it would seem like this is circling in on Florida, which is where Vice City is. Maybe some teasers there. But either way, more information on that when we get it. And I don't know where this is. You guys may know, be more familiar with this. Is this more from like story mode? I don't know. This is obviously part of these setups and the heists, but who knows? There we have this, which is interesting because it seems like we're doing some sort of getaway with this garbage truck, as you'll see in a minute. There's a lot of high-speed chases in this trailer, which just leads me to believe there's going to be so much content. But anyway, we've got the garbage truck right here. I originally thought when I saw that maybe it's just going to be another mini game. Like maybe it was going to be like the taxis or like how we do the group 6 like delivery missions or the pharmacy missions. Maybe we could literally just get a garbage truck driving around and pick up trash. But it looks like there's more to it than that. Bloody Michael. Michael is back. Oh, and he's got a gun in his hand. Is this a heist? Who the bloody hell knows, man? Oh, man. Okay, so here we go anyway. Back to, like I was saying, a police chase. And it's chasing the garbage truck. And it's us on the back shooting at the cops. So this is clearly part of one of the heists. I believe we talked about it in the live stream. This is from story mode. Similar to one of the story mode heists. Like with the garbage trucks. But you guys can let us know in the comment section down below. Your typical Michael throwing a bloody chair at a PC. We've seen this before. I mean, it's a good Easter egg. I'll throw this picture up on screen right here. I believe it was in his in the son's bedroom and he's throwing it at the TV when he's playing video games. But yeah, so he throws it at the TV, which is the AI. Now, if we go back here, so this is no way. We know where you're going. Autonomous hailing system. So this is like the Waymo. I'll throw a picture up on screen right here. This is the Waymo cars. These things are all over the place, at least in the States right now. They're autonomous like taxis, and there's no driver in it. And that's what this is referencing. And they are completely making fun of it in typical Rockstar fashion. And this could be part of the Michael story, or this could be just something that's come into the game. It's like secondary, just like I mentioned the taxis and all this stuff. This could be something that's secondary. But we see one of these autonomous vehicles right here smash straight through this sign, landing on the road. And you can see it is just like those cars I'm talking about. The wheels on this look sick, by the way. But you see on the sides, like in front of the wing mirrors, there's like the autonomous thing. On the roof, you can see the autonomous thing. Again, just like this image right here. And it's in white. It's definitely poking fun at the Waymos. And then this continues. And we see these a little bit later on in the trailer here as well. So let's continue here, like doing like a chase with bloody autonomous vehicles. Anyway, there's Michael once again in his office with the broken screen from throwing a chair at it. Hopefully he fixes that bloody thing. Let's continue on. We got some more. This is the Obey iWagon, I believe. At first, I thought it was maybe an RS6, which would have been sick. But when you see this angle, it looks like the Obey iWagon. But anyway, let's continue here. And then we're shooting at these things. There is people inside of these vehicles. These ones aren't autonomous. Another shot of the new cars. We have the new Fister right there, the new Grotty, and the new FMJ right here. Looking bloody sick. Looks great. The graphics look great too, but that is what I'm most excited about. That bloody grotty over there, that classic. Oh, it looks sick, man. All right, let's continue here. This gives me, like, reminds me of the Avi, right? We talked about it just a minute ago. The character Avi, we had to ride the Sea-Doos over to the island to get rid of the government stuff. This looks very similar, where it looks like we're escaping on Sea-Doos. We have police interceptor boats chasing us. We have helicopters chasing us. So what is coming? What is bloody coming, man? All right, there's another look at the new FMJ right here. Looking mwah. And then we have that Waymo in the background. You see the white Waymo in the background. You see a police car. Obviously, these are all the new things coming to the game. And then we have the other car right here, the Fister. I think this is an electric car. I wish it wasn't, but it looks like it's going to be an electric car based off of a Porsche electric concept. All right, back here. They've showed the nightclub quite a bit, but again, it's inside of our mansion. We got Michael sitting down on the couch right here. Very reminiscent of the story mode. We've seen this very often. You can see his assault rifle on the table right there. And then this is interesting. This is where the Waymos are again. These electric vehicles. There's no one inside of these. There's literally nobody inside. I feel like it's going to be a mission where these electric vehicles just go crazy and go loose, and you have to like try and take them out. I don't know if this is part of the Michael story mission or again separately, but you can see we're having like this big chase. There's 1, 2, 3 of them, 4 of them. I mean, look at this thing. Like just autonomous vehicles with no one inside of them, either chasing us down or we're somehow controlling these things. But there's a better look at the vehicle right there. Once again, here's the Waymo one on screen. But let's continue. Another police chase. You can see the police coming down. And then this is the same as the one earlier with the garbage truck. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this bloody thing here. All right, let's continue through here. And then Safe House on the Hills. And it is coming. It's been pushed back from when we thought it was. It's coming December 10th. So if you guys remember, I had said so many times, I think this DLC is going to be bigger than we think it is. I think there's more to come. I think we're going to get a trailer 2 with a release date because they originally said the 9th and they took it away. Like, I'm just so happy that everything that I had said has come to light. I just hope that we get the Dubachi champion as well as HSW. But anyway, that's the trailer breakdown. Now let's look at some of these pictures. All right, so in no particular order, like I say, this is one of the pictures they gave us of the arcade. You can see right here, we have all the arcade machines. Very bright, very colorful. We have cam heads right here. We have the Badlands, Revenge. We do have motorcycles as well that we saw in the trailer. But Rockstar has said on their website when it comes to the arcades, as you can see here, arcade property owners can furnish their residents with retro game cabinets from Pixel Emporium. So you have to own the arcade in order to be able to get that. And then this right here is the armory. So similar to what we have in the agency, hopefully we have someone in here where we can shop and buy guns and armor from too. I'm sure you're going to be able to. But similarly to the arcade, you can see here the armory for clients who already have an agency in their business portfolio will install an on-site armory to facilitate weapon upgrades and additional benefits. So you do have to own an armory if you're going to want to pick this thing up. Next up, one of the upgrades and modifications I would assume is going to be this. This is a cigar room. So you can see we have some pipes and stuff on there, some boxes with cigars, some whiskey right here. Now, the thing with the cigar room is that I think it's going to be one of those things that if it is an upgrade and modification, people are going to want to do it just because they want to spend their money and show how much money they have. But let's be honest, we're never going to be using this room. But anyway, a cigar room. Now, here is the living room. So the customization, you can see in the trailer, Michael was sitting right over here. This is that same room, the bar in the background. This is like the beach ocean vibe. And obviously we have 3 mansions coming. One of them has ocean views. One of them is in Richmond, so it'll be the city. And one of them is near the casino, near the Hollywood Bowl thing. So this one is like the ocean one anyway. And I think personally, this is probably the one that I'm going to go for. I think it looks beautiful. I think they did a great job. We have the Jarvis thing on the wall right here as well. But there is 2 other ones as well. So this is the first one. This is the second one, which I feel like just kind of looks more like a, I don't know. It seems a bit too concrete and gray for me. But again, different customization. We got the dog over here instead of the other thing we had. But anyway, let's go to the third. And this is the third. This is definitely a bit more luxurious, right? It feels like a hotel. It's full of marble. We've got the bloody marble statue, the marble floors, the marble table, the bloody marble walls. So I think people would get this if they want to look rich. But I personally, like I say, this is if you want to look rich. It's probably the most expensive upgrade. But this is the one I like. I just think it feels nice and warm and homey. All right, let's move on. This is just another image of the new garage. Like I say, I feel like it's going to be a 20-car garage at least. Some of the cars, and I mean, these cars are all cars we already own. I wish they would have showcased some new ones like they did in the trailer. But anyway, at least a 20-car garage. This is what's interesting. I mentioned upstairs with the yoga and stuff, but they have weights. They have a little gym. Like what do we think? I've mentioned that we think that Rockstar is implementing things from GTA 6. They're testing it out in GTA 5. Do we think, because this would be pointless otherwise, just a cosmetic thing, but do we think we're actually going to be able to work out, just like we saw in the GTA 6 trailer when they was working out on the beach, we can assume you're going to be able to get big and buff again like they have in previous GTAs. Do we think we're going to be able to get ripped? Are they implementing this into the game now to test out the mechanics, see how it works, see how people like it? We can see our security guard here in the background as well as the dog kennel. But what do we think? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below if you think we're going to be able to actually get buff, or do you think this is just for cosmetics only? I would love to know. I wouldn't be surprised if it is, though. And like I say, they're testing things from GTA 6. Next up, obviously, we have the helipad. We talked about this. This is the same one on the roof. We've already seen it. I'm assuming we're probably going to get this helicopter for free, just like we do in the yachts or in our agency. So there we have that. Here's just another HD image of the hot tubs. Again, I'm not sure if this is going to be an upgrade or modification, but either way, just a nice picture. We have the lounge or the living room. Again, this may be customizable. This does look the same as this right here, where we saw that big art piece in the middle of the room with the doors sliding in the trailer. This does seem to be that same room. So obviously, customization, you can choose to have a living room in here, or you can just have a big, massive art piece in the middle of it. I think, personally, for myself, I would prefer to have a living room. We have the Jarvis on the wall, a little picture right here, grand piano. I love it. It's going to be great customization. Next up, we have the master bedroom. Again, this is all going to be customizable. I think this is going to be even more customizable than the casino penthouses, but it looks nice. I like it. We have a media room, which again, it looks like we have Michael on the TV up here, but again, I don't think we'll use it. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy we have it. Something new, something unique, something... It's just cool to have if you've got money. You want to spend your money on this stuff, right? Don't think we'll use it very often, but it's cool to have. I feel like even in real life, people that have cinemas in their house never use it, so nothing's changed there. So here we have a better look at the Fister. This is the car that we've seen in the trailers that I said was based off of the Porsche electric car. It would seem to be that this is most likely going to be an electric car. I don't think it's the exact same. I think there's a lot of different cars, man. Either way, this thing looks sick. There's no exhaust that I can see visible, so I assume it is an electric car. And then we have the Galavanta Baller STD here in the background. Now, you can notice your cars are parked outside here. The way I think this is going to work, I've mentioned it weeks ago, is that the gate is going to act like, you know how you usually drive up to a garage door, and as you get up to it, it loads? I think the gate is going to do that. I think you're going to drive up to the gate, and it's going to load, and you'll be inside here like this. That's how they've made it, so people are going to be able to walk around and see cars outside, is because the instance it loads in is going to be the gate instead of the garage door. With that being said, I don't think we're going to be able to drive these cars around in here. I don't think we'll be able to just drive around. I think it's going to have like that terminal where you can select where you want them to be. You can put one here. You can put one like over here, maybe one over here. That's how I think it's going to work. And I think that just makes the most sense. Let me know what you think in the comments. So this is just a better image of your office. Obviously, we saw this in the trailer. We saw Michael throw in one of these chairs at the TV. We have Angel right here. We know there's 3 different voices for this little AI assistant that we have. Obviously, in the trailer, there was the gentleman doing it. And then we can see again this. So you can see like our nightclubs, our acid lab, like all of our, not acid lab, but the coke factories and stuff like that, the bunkers. So we should be able to just resupply all of our businesses and things from right here. So that's a good thing. Will we be able to send out people to source cargo for us? Like from when you go to your special cargo warehouses? Who knows? A lot of this may be tied up in GTA Plus as well, like the app on your phone. We do know that they have mentioned that there's going to be some new features and benefits for GTA Plus with this new DLC. So it could be much better for GTA Plus. But at least we're getting it. I'm happy with that. Next up, it's a party, right? We have a party going on, and it says cocktail menu. Kind of gives me like the casino vibes, right? The penthouse vibes. So this isn't in a nightclub or anything like that. This is actually in your house. So I don't know if this is going to be an upgrade, like a nightclub upgrade, or like a living room upgrade. You know what I mean? Like the different rooms in your house. Maybe you can choose to have this or choose to have something else, but it is here. If you want to invite your friends over, you can do it. Will it be used? Most likely not, but you know, people are going to want to do it either way. Pets! People have been wanting pets for so long, man. We talked about pets during the Salvage Yard DLC. We thought we were getting pets because in the trailer they had dogs outside, or in the pictures. But anyway, pets are going to be here. You can see this cute little guy right here. We saw that other one up on the roof earlier in the video. Yeah, I'm happy. I think the dog's just going to follow you around all over the place. So this, big fan. Next up, we have the trophy room. So this is a room in your house that you're going to have all of your trophies. And one thing, well, we'll go over the obvious first. So we have the GTA 6 map right here, which actually looks really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is all about, man. We got the city right here with these little green markers. I don't know if this is going to be like businesses you own with these markers on it or what. Can't wait to see what it exactly looks like. And then we have these trophies. So I'm assuming right here, it's going to be a trophy from like the GTA 5 story mode. Like if you've completed it, you'll get this trophy. This one people have been saying is like Arena War, or maybe this one. So we'll have like this one maybe more so because it looks like it's got checkered flags on it. But like Arena War trophies. Some people have said like the Diamond Casino Heist trophies. Some people have said like KO Perico trophies. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what these are going to be. But one thing you may not have noticed in this picture is if you zoom in the back, you can see here, it looks like a Niobe, like the Audi R8. I mean, the BMW i8. This one right here is what it looks like. But it's in the background right there. So the reason that's there, this is your trophy room. And inside of this room, you have this. It's a podium. You have a podium for a car. It can probably be any car, well, obviously. And whatever your favorite car is in the game, mine's probably going to be like a Banshee. You guys know I love the Banshee. Putting it right here is going to be perfect. Or maybe just a beautiful classic car. But either way, inside of your trophy room, you can also put your favorite car on the podium. I think that is a nice touch. So next up, we have another image of the pool. These people look so far away. I don't know why they look so far away. They look so tiny. But yeah, just another image of your pool right here. This is obviously the one that's in the Richmond location. You can see the mansion right there in the background. But this is the Richmond location. But either way, it looks good. You can invite your friends over, see people outside having fun. We like that. Another poolside image. Maybe this is going to be customization as well. Maybe we can put deck chairs down. Maybe we can choose to have a jacuzzi. Who knows? Either way, just a nice picture of just people hanging out next to the pool. So similarly to the working out, right? We got the people working out. We got people doing yoga. We have a barbershop or a salon. And you can see in the background here too, it looks like there's an indoor jacuzzi where you can get like massages and stuff. I'm assuming right here, you'll be able to get your hair cut. You can see over here, it looks like tattoos. So you'll be able to get tattoos and stuff here too, just like going to the barbershop in game. But it also makes me think, I don't think they are doing it, but I mean, they have the gym coming in. Maybe they're testing out GTA 6 mechanics for the gym so we can get big. Maybe just like Red Dead Redemption 2 where your beard can start growing out. We know this from GTA 6 that we're going to be getting that. We saw Jason with a shaved face, a clean face, a big beard. So maybe they're introducing that into this just to test out the mechanics, see if it works. I'm not holding my breath for that, but maybe it's possible, or maybe they're just putting everything all together in one here. Most likely, it's just going to be like a barbershop. But that would be cool. Next up, we have the security detail. So I did talk more about this in the info video. Like I say, if you haven't seen that, you can watch that after this. It'll be linked in the description. But you can have a security detail. So they're going to be just hanging out around your house. Maybe if people come into your house, they'll take them out if they start shooting up. We don't know exactly how the security detail is going to work yet. Some people have theorized that they'll be able to follow you around. Like if you're in a public lobby, then maybe they'll follow you around and be helpful for you. Some people have said maybe if you're doing a sell mission, let's say you're selling a full bunker, these guys will come along with you and take anyone out that tries griefing you. Can you also imagine, I just thought of this right now, if let's say you're doing the Diamond Casino heist and you're a solo player, you can't find randoms to do it with, maybe you can have these NPCs that can come and do the Diamond Casino heist with you. How sick would that be? For Billy No Mates like me, you can have people help out. Listen, that is a very far stretch, right? This is just my imagination running wild. But either way, we're getting security. We have another image right here of being up on the roof, doing some yoga. This is obviously the one that's over near the casino, near the Hollywood Bowl style thing with the Vinewood sign in the background. That's going to be this house. We have a vehicle workshop, like I say, but the verbiage did make it seem like it could be one or the other. They said like the armory or workshop. Maybe we'll be able to get both. We don't know yet. I would assume maybe both, but space may be limited. Maybe you have to choose between this or an armory. Me personally, I would choose the armory. Just because we have it in the agency, but I'd like to have an armory at my house where I can get armor and stuff like that. I have so many car customization places with the auto shop, with the CEO office, with the agency. So I don't need another one if I have to choose. But obviously, I would like to have both, and we could be getting both. And our last image, ladies and gentlemen, we saw it in the trailer, that vault, and this is the vault. These are the upgrades and modifications. You're going to be able to have a vault down in your basement. Don't know exactly how it's going to work yet. I'm assuming just all your overflow cash and stuff, like your CEO office will be in here. I don't know if it's going to make any more sense for anything else. I don't know. But we do know that this business, right, it's not really a business. It's going to have missions with Michael. But this mansion, this whole update is supposed to help boost your other businesses. So I don't know how this is going to, fare into that. Maybe this heist, if we're doing a heist, or whatever it is we're doing with Michael, maybe we'll benefit from having this. But like I've said, you don't need to own this mansion, Rockstar has said, in order to start up these missions. So that'll be interesting to see how they deal with that. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for this breakdown, your visual breakdown of the trailer and all of these screenshots. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you want to see the info trailer, I've already said it. It's in the description down below. You can check that out right now. I'm very excited for this. You guys should be too. This is the biggest DLC we've had in years. And it's looking to be a good one. People thought it wasn't going to be that big. I kept saying, there's no way. There's got to be more. We're going to get another trailer. There's going to be more to it than meets the eye. And it's good to be right, ladies and gentlemen, especially with something like this. But anyway, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. As soon as we get any information or any new leaks, we're getting new stuff every hour, it feels like right now, as always, before these DLCs. But as soon as we get any more information on any of the new cars, any of the new HSW stuff, anything to do with the missions or payouts or heists or anything, I'll be posting it right here on the channel. And later today, I'll have the video on how much I think you're going to need for this DLC. So subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you guys here in a couple hours with a brand new video. Goodbye.